Right. Here we go. Hello, hopefully this is working. Internet might be a bit slow, I don't know. I'm trying to stream to 2 places at once. So we'll see how this goes. So, what do we want? So today we're basically going to be doing what I've been doing already. I'm still working on this character. Let me show you this one here. So this is the latest character. Yes, Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, dropped frames, it looks like. I may not be able to do YouTube. Probably YouTube is going to be where it's all going wrong. We'll see what happens. Anyway, is it working on Twitch fine or is it lagging? Seems good on Twitch. Okay, I'll write a little comment in on the YouTube chat. There you go. Just trying it out again, just because. There you go. That should work fine. Right, anyway. Let's get back to it. So, as you can see, I've actually just created a color palette this time. So, because it saves me from when I'm zoomed in, having to go all the way to the top here and then pick a color and then go back down again. Instead, I've just got the color palette of the character. I could just quickly select. Just trying to do things that will speed it up. But the fact that I can see my YouTube chat on here is good because that means I don't have to have YouTube open to see it. So I'm going to close YouTube and hopefully that will bring down the frames. Because otherwise it doesn't actually show me on the side, but it's okay, I can see it on the little image. Right. So we've come a little bit of the way. Oh, that looks nice. So basically what I'm going to do is just explain the whole process as well. Hopefully I can then kill 2 birds with 1 stone and then use some extra footage and use that to make an actual video. We'll see what happens. But this is basically what I'm doing. So I've just got lots of different frames. I've got a rough animation of each frame, and I've gone over it in Photoshop just to neaten up the line work. when it comes to colouring it in, we're just going to select each section, and I've got this little character up here as a reference just to show me where all the colours are and shading. But I don't really need it anymore because I've got used to it now. I'm on the, done a lot of frames up to now, and there's still a lot more to go. Hey Sheba, really good to see you here. I love your stuff. So yeah, I'm just working on a character. I've got a multiplayer brawler game, so I'm basically doing it frame by frame animation. As you can see here, it's a long process. This is the 6th character now. So, and it basically takes like almost a month to do each character. So this may be my last one for my game. I can even show you here what they look like in game. Hopefully this isn't too loud. So basically it's actually sort of the same sort of thing as your square off game, Sheba. I'll grab some controllers, but it's basically just a multiplayer sort of brawler sort of thing, quite simple. Here's the characters so far. Well, I haven't done these 3, they're just there. But basically you can choose your skins. And it's a multiplayer game, goes up to 8 players. You pick your whatever team colour you want to be, and choose whatever stage you want to fight on. Choose your DJ for the music. Yeah. I mean, I don't have the patience. I'm losing the will at the moment. But I think it looks good in game, so it's sort of worth it. Oh, we're on a different game mode. This is the marksman game mode, so this one is just, you want to try and take out players. But that's basically the game. You're basically hitting the ball at each other. You can hit it back and forth. And there's a lot of animations to do for it, is the problem. And a big part of it is the music, so you can switch your tracks. But yeah. But animation wise, they are, let's have a look. I'll even say how many frames, how many different animations there are. Let's bring it up here because it's my checklist. So we've got idle, walking, jump, ground, jump, air, falling, build, ground, hit, ground, recover, ground, build, air, hit, air, recover, air, you know. And each of these is like multiple frames, so yeah, I am recording as well, silly bowler. I'm going to save this broadcast and hopefully I can then add things to it, well, break it up and make separate videos. Hopefully I can get some more content because I'm struggling to even come up with content at the moment. Ah, thank you so much. Yeah, I did. So I can't remember what it was about. I can't remember what I said, but yeah. It's getting there. I want to finish by the end of this year, which is why I'm doing this, and I wanted to do 8 characters, but I think I might leave it as this last one because they do take forever, and then just add all the game modes properly, and hopefully I'll be done once the music's mastered. I want it to just be polished, like you said. I want it to be just to be good quality. be happy with it. Doesn't have to be amazing, just get a game out there. Okay. I'm so glad I chose to put these swatches here because this makes life a lot easier. If I can draw in the lines, that is. I tried YouTube Shorts actually, and that worked. I got like 2,000 views on one of my shorts, so I might even start doing that. I've even got a few subscribers after years of not posting anything. Hello, Macaroni Prince. Frames, I don't know. I mean, look at this here. We've got a long list of frames on the side. My face is in the way, but you can sort of I'm scrolling through all these frames here. It depends on the animation, really. I found that I'm doing more frames as I'm creating new characters because my animation technique is getting better and smoother. And so if you look at the first character, which is the bird character, he has like 3 frames for his running animation. Whereas this guy, let's have a look. Ooh, he has 6. So not as many. I did try to cut it down with this character. But there's some that have like 11 for walking, and it's ridiculous. Like him hitting in the air, this animation I'm doing at the moment has 20 frames, which is this one, this one, this one. This character's quite cool. He just like spins his spoon and it just sort of like floats around. It looks kind of cool. Basic little guy. It sort of works thematically as well because the bird character is the base character is like if you look at its player data, its stats, they're all very middle of the range. Wait, let me just quickly bring them up again. You can look at their stats as well. So each character has different stats. Here we go. Which wrong button? Oops, there you go. So they're all sort of very balanced here. But things like he's got 3 jumps, sort of good control, speed, reaction. Whereas the others, like especially Catherine here, has got like really powerful power and lots of jumps. So if you want like a base character, you go for Corbin. And then this guy I want to make, I don't know, I'll probably want to make him have good curve power because he can control his spoon. Oh, the Secret 7 character. It's just sort of like a training dummy. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I could do that because then I'll probably be less you know, scared of having to do a whole another character. I've got a few more things to do here, so that's all good. Let's move this over this side. Yeah, see, brawler 2,000 something. Let me actually just check that, double check. Shorts. Oh no, 3.6 thousand views. I was quite happy with that. That's interesting. I thought I'd try out YouTube Shorts because I never really liked the look of it, but I just thought I'll try it out and see if it works. and it did all right actually. 106 likes. Yeah. Yeah, Craw is very cool. Color changing character. Oh, you mean like changing their skins? Yeah. Change their skins, you can. Or do you mean something different? Because you can press the top button here to change their skins. Ooh. Oh, these are all temporary characters, they're all the same colour, yeah. There you go. Wow. So these two characters I'm going to say I'm not going to include in the game that I'm releasing because I just don't want to have to do them, but they'll probably be maybe in an update later on. Just because I'm running out of time, I want to get this done by this year. So Craw here is going to be my last character that gets added. So yeah, that's everything there. Oh, I haven't done the spoon colour, which is this one here. Jom. Thank you, Silly Bowler. Craw's number 6, yeah. And it will be staying at 6 until the foreseeable future. Because I've given up. Right. What am I doing? Oh yeah. So Control-Shift-I inverts the selection after selecting the outside. Then I've contract the selection by 2 pixels and then fill it in. And this is sort of speeds up the process a little bit. This helps with the speed, but it's still quite slow. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to make 8 because I thought, well, there's 8, you can play up to 8 players, so maybe if you did have 8 players, everyone can play a different character. But I mean, that's going to be very rare that because there's going to be 8 players playing the game at the same time anyway. And because you can change their skins, it isn't that big of a deal anymore. Because you can still have variety on the screen. Alt backspace to fill one thing. Right, here we go. I hope this doesn't destroy my computer. Let's try it out. Wow, amazing. That is so cool. Wait, let me just wait a minute. Let's do that again. So does it fill the selection? Control Shift, Alt backspace. Whoa! Thank you, thank you. That is amazing. Alt backspace. Wow. Well, that speeds up the process even more. Thank you, Silly Bowler. It's still a slow process, but it's okay. So after filling in the main thing, I'm just going to create clipping masks and just do the rest. So I've got my swatch here I can pick from. I know where each of these colours are. So this is the shade. So I usually do that first, just nice and rough. shade where he is shaded. His back leg is always shaded. Then you've got under his tail, a bit on his fingers here. And because it is a clipping mask, it doesn't go outside the lines of the fill. And then erase anything that sort of went over the lines here. Yeah. You know, if I could get a partnership, amazing. Get Mario and Sonic in. You've got to make that happen, Mac. You've got to get on their case for me. Right. Right, that's that, and then highlight just the nose and the top of here, and a bit on his fingers. Let's go for the spoon, which is somewhere here. Yeah, like a rip-off character that looks almost exactly the same, but it's like slightly different. Like those eerie, oh, it was really scary when I was a kid in The Simpsons, when they had those sort of fake Simpsons characters in The Simpsons. They looked really creepy. Basically those. Yeah, and then we'll do another layer for the yellow. Oops. So select all this, bring it out a bit, Alt backspace, amazing. Wrong layer, but full beard. It's like a different font for the M on his hat. Comic Sans M. And Mario. Be interesting to see what these flowers look like in game when it's finally animated, because they definitely move around a lot. They're not consistent. And for his eye, we're just going to do that. Then use an alpha mask so that we can only draw on this layer. Add the shading and the highlights. That should be everything for this frame. I should double check. I always have to check because I feel like I'm always missing something. That seems right. Okay, so here we go. Nice fast process. Control Shift I, F1, Alt, backspace. The only thing is I've got to actually do a different layer and choose the right color. There you go. Easy. And then just check for any sort of things like that there. So there's a bit that needs to be erased here. Going outside the lines. Check around. Okay, I don't like that this is here. Then do the process again. So create a new layer, clipping mask. Shade on the arm, fingers, foot, bottom of the tail. That's that. Then the highlight. Oops. And raise anything that's in the way. Yeah, I don't know how to play music and also keep it recording and not have the music in the recording, because I do want to see if I can use any of this footage later, re-chop it up and make it into separate videos, and having music in the background might change that. So is there a way to make music come out through the live stream but not be recorded? I don't know. Pop your own music on. Maybe. Yeah, but I also need to come up with content actually to say during this to cut up, because I haven't really said much. Got to try and explain. I think I was going to try and explain what I'm doing, which I've done a little bit of. And just make a quick short thing. Yeah, probably. Something like playing out through. I don't know, I can look it up and find out. Right. This frame's taking a lot quicker to do, so that's good. And all I need to do left is the yellow. Perfect. Neaten up, and we're done. Next frame. Go into it and clean it up. Okay. Shading on the arm, tail, foot. erase all those bits. Should hopefully be speeding up. I might even try time myself again because it took me almost 5 minutes to do a frame last time. Surely I can do quicker than that. And then this is cut. Done in the initial animation frames. So all I need now is just, this is just the sort of let your brain wander and just meditatively colour in. So this is a tedious, but it's not super intensive, this part of the process. The hard part was trying to come up with the animations in the first place. Like, so the idea of him flicking his spoon as he's doing here. And where you want his the frames to go, where you want his arms to be, drawing him in each position. That's all the intensive process, problem solving process. Whereas this is just nice and easy, nice and simple, but it just takes a while. There you go, that's done. And as I'm going, I'm gonna, like I already have, gonna be figuring out new, quicker ways of doing things. This bit is all about just speed now. There's no need to be super precise of what I'm thinking. I just need to do it fast because there's a lot to do. So, like even just having this color swatch here has just helped. Having that Alt backspace thing is great. It just shaves off milliseconds, but it all adds up. And also you know what order to do things in as well. So I know that to do the shading first, and everything that goes over the top of it, the shading goes the lowest layer, really. That, do that. And I want to avoid backpedaling, going like turning off and on the alpha continually, which takes up time as well. So now I know I've moved on to the next layer, which is going to be the teacup and the belly layer. Here you go, use that, change the color, go to that layer, sorted. And then I can alpha lock it. Stroke down, nice one stroke. And do the flowers as well. That's it, and the last thing is just cleaning up any bits that have just gone outside the lines. Erase this bit up. There you go. Sorted. Could I copy and paste the color here? Just move it a little bit. Might be a bit not neat enough. Let's check how YouTube is doing. Is that cut off yet? Because I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube. I'll have a look. This might make my frames go down, even checking. No, YouTube is still on, which is good. Cool. Right. So first of all, we're going to go shading. Yeah, that seems close enough. Probably want to do the eye on a different layer. To save me from going back and forth with the alpha, so that should be fine like that on that layer. Then all the extras get done on the second layer. Okay, and then we're going to go for the eye. Then the cup. And then we lock the alpha so that we can do the shading on the stomach and the eye. Doop. Nice and quick and easy. And then the flowers on the cup. Right, last time it took me about 5 minutes to get a frame done. It might be about the same, but actually I think I've got faster. I'm going to see if I can time it. Let's bring up a timer. Here we go. over. There you go, probably here. Can't get it small enough. There you go. That'll be alright. Pop it into that corner. Right, let's see how fast we are with this layer. Let's start. Ready to a bad start. Okay. Oh no. There's a section in the middle. I didn't deselect. That's all right. Clean up, lovely. Right, shading. Why is it not working? Oh no. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm not on the... It has to go wrong and I'm timing myself. Can I do it in under 3 minutes? That and that, and we'll do the glasses as well. Okay, and alright, might as well do the spoon, this layer. Lovely jubbly. Alright, next layer. Oops. Okay. All right, lock down the layer. Oops. Shading on the eye. Highlight. Oh, we're in the 2nd minute. Can this be done? Oh no, always little bits are going wrong. Okay, fix up this, fix up that. We should be, oh, there's a beep, done. Yeah, under 3 minutes. Before it took me 5 minutes to finish a frame, so I am getting faster at the process. Should have just copied the frame over, but that's alright. It's just a test. Do that as well. Right. So because the character's staying about in the same spot, I can speed up the process by just copying the shaded frames into the next frame. So that just helps a lot. Select those and create clipping mask. Sorted. So that's the shading from the previous frame applied to this one. Change a few things. Let's get rid of that. Lovely. Nice quick frame there. And it's the same thing here. So copy and paste. Select. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Invert. G. Place. Do. Wow, that brought back a false memory of a dream I had last night, buying a lawnmower. So interesting my dreams are. This might actually be slower. Trying to fix all things that have changed from the previous frame. Oh, my tea. Hey, Camille. Thank you. Yeah, I am happy. It's a long process, but it's a rewarding one where you can actually see the final product. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to invert one G. Fix up some things. Convert, copy mask. Probably want to copy that over, but it's all right. It's actually faster to just redo it, because copying it over and fixing everything from the previous shading actually takes longer than just redoing the shading again. The only reason I do it is because it keeps it looking consistent in the frames. But I don't know if it matters too much, because this character will be moving, the frames will be moving, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it anyway. Yeah. Okay, that's the shading done. That's that done. And then we move on to the second section, which is just colouring the belly. select these sections, increase the size, Alt backspace to fill it in, and then do the other bits. So do the teacup and the eye. Now that I've got a method down, I'm feeling a bit more hopeful about the, how many more have we got? Many more frames to go. Might take me another day, maybe, if I'm being productive. So here we go, let's put an alpha lock on this layer so you can stay within the colour. Do that, and do the stomach. Nice quick shade there, and the flowers. And then we're done with this frame. So definitely under 3 minutes for each frame. Why isn't it, Why aren't we drawing here? What's going on? Oh, it's working now. Lovely. Right, oh, I didn't done his glasses. Which is just the white for his eyes, also put on his glasses here. So I want to reuse colours. I mean, the main reason... Oh, and his spoon. Which is all the way up here, I didn't even notice it. Yes, that is a spoon. It looks cool when it's animated. When it's just like spinning around really fast. Right now it just looks like a blob. That's okay. Shading changes quite a lot. Oh. I don't know about that. It is faster to redo the shading, but the problem is it doesn't look very much like the previous frame. Just got to make it match a little bit more so it's not as jarring. Okay. Yeah, that matches a little bit better. Okay. I should probably copy over the shading from this frame now into the next frame. So here we just do the same thing. Invert the selection, bring the pixels in by 2 so it can go inside the lines. Fill with Alt backspace. Put line work on top, and then we just want to create clipping mask. And there we go, we've used the shading from the previous frame on this one. We just got to edit it a bit because obviously his arms moved. So we'll just get rid of all that. His eyes moved a little bit as well, but that's okay. Let's get rid of that. Fill in these little gaps. And then shade in his hand. And really simple shading because first it was a style choice. It stands out better from the background because the background is a lot more painterly style, more detailed. Whereas these with their nice flat colours, it separates the characters from the background in the game. And also it's just quicker to animate. I don't want to be dealing with tons of shading and everything, and that's just going to really prolong the animation, the painting the frame. So we just want to keep things really simple, only shading little bits of the body and highlights here and there, nothing amazingly big. All I didn't shade is nostril. Right, and he's still in the same place, so I can still use these previous frames. Wait, wrong frame. It's these ones I want to copy, so drag them down to new frame and it copies them. You can't really see it behind my head, but here you go. Select, Control-Shift-I to invert it. Then you can go up to select, modify, expand or contract. I've set it to F2 and F1, so it's just easier for me to just do it quickly. So you go F1 to contract the selection, and I'm doing it by 2 pixels. That way the selection goes in by 2 pixels, and so it stays nice under the line, and you don't see like a weird selection when you're filling it in. It's not perfect, but it really speeds the process up. Get a new layer, press Alt Backspace and fill it in. Fill it in the right color, that would help. So pick the right color, then Alt Backspace. Control D to deselect your selection. And create clipping masks with these previous layers I've used. Right click, create clipping mask, and that just keeps the color within the selection that's below it. Right. Oops. Let's go this. If I just move my head a little bit, there you go. You can see a little bit better then. So they're just clipping masks. So these two both clip to this underneath here, which is the big fill. And that way, it just speeds up the process because I can just do nice sort of lines here. I don't have to worry about keeping it within the lines really precisely because it doesn't go out the lines. So it just really speeds up the process. So I can just sort of just go like that. Bam, bam. Don't have to worry too much. One thing about selecting and filling is there are little bits that it's not able to reach. So like here, the little corners, we need to erase those bits. And little sections here where it hasn't been selected there. Just got to look out for those. Okay. Shum, shum. Okay. So he's ready to catch his spoon now, which is now slowing down. Spinning round. Bonk, grabbed. So each animation has a build up, the actual hit, and then the recovery. So the build up to this one, this is him in the air. So when he's jumping in the air, he'll build up, ready to throw his spoon. And then we'll play the hit animation when you decide to hit the ball, which is this one. Spinning his spoon around him. Get ready to catch it. And then when he's caught it, we have the recovery animation where he's goes from this to going back to his original position in the air. So in this particular case, he flicks the spoon, bonk, straight over to his other hand to catch, blonk, reaches down to grab the cup that was moved to his tail, back into his hand, and he's back in the original position again. So I have to do that for when he's on the wall. I have to do that for when he's on the ground as well. So that's a lot of where all the animations are coming from, where all the time gets taken. 3 separate animations for each position he can hit from. Where are we? Okay, this one. Select, Control Shift invert, F1 bring down the thing, frames. Alt backspace. Then let's clean up the selection a bit. Yeah, you can see there a few things. And because we're still in the same position, we're just going to copy over the shading from the previous frame. So I drag it down into new frame, into new layer, and it just copies what I've just dragged into it, and I'll put that into that folder. And there you go. And the reason I'm doing different, the reason I'm doing separate folders as well, with that are all labeled correctly. So here, hit air 14, hit air 15, hit air 16, recover air 1, recover air 2. It's because I've got a script that I do when I'm exporting. So I go to export, instead of layers to files, which is part of Photoshop already, I got a separate script which exports the folders to files. The all of these here. So all these will be a single frame that gets exported. So if I go to scripts, browse, and there you go, export groups, Photoshop. I can even see if I can find that to show you, because I found it online, but I can't seem to find it again. There it is. So this is the script. It's all in just a notepad. But this will export the folder to its own PNG, which is very useful because it just does it all. So I don't have to spend forever just going like this. All right, let's save this frame. All right, done. Let's save this frame. Right, done. So it just does it all for you, all in one. Just one folder after the other, like save. So it can go through this massive list that I've got here. Yeah, very quickly. Just saves a lot of time. When I did have this script, it actually cropped every image, which is not what I wanted. I wanted every image to stay the same so that the animation frames are all the same size. So I edited it a bit, so you may be able to find this online, but it will crop it if you find the same one I did. I edited it a bit so that it wouldn't crop it. It just saves it as it is. But I have no idea how or where that was, because that was a while ago, and I can barely read this code. I just sort of found something that I thought, that's probably it cropping. So I deleted that layer of code. That was all it was. But if you want this code, here it is on the screen. I might copy and paste it as well and put it in the description of the video. If you can do that on, yeah, do that on. I'll do that on YouTube. as well. Remember to do that. But yeah. So there you go. As you can see as well, I'm on frame 698 and still going. So a lot of frames have gone into this. There you go. Oh no. Right. There you go, that's that frame. Right, and then just erase anything that's changed and repaint it. Refill it. There you go. Lovely. Oh yeah, and clean up anything like this. Sharp corners which don't usually get got by the selection process. Lovely jubbly. Right. Let's copy this frames, put it to there. Here we go. And do the same. Cool, the only thing that changes is the spoon, so we don't have to do anything in this frame. Next. Hit air 17. Here we go. New frame. Alt backspace. There, create clipping masks. And we are just redo this a little bit. There you go. Edit out these little bits. And also this spoon is slightly missing a bit of colour. There you go. Next frame. Sorted. Blump, blump, blump. Just clean up again. Next frame is the same. Oops. Okay. Get rid of all this. There you go. And re-edit the shading here. And then that frame's done. Okay, so his hand changes again. This is the last frame for the hit air animation, which is good. Okay, and then bump. Okay, top. Oh, I like that hand. It's very like. Very angular. Lovely. All right. There you go. So that is that animation done finally. So here we go. Let's tick it off. Hit air, coloured, done. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more colouring ins to do, animation to do, and then we are done with character number 6. Good. Let's move myself back. I like it better in the corner, even though it's covering up the frames. There you go. Right. You can still copy the frame colours over, shading. Oops. Yes, lovely. Lovely jubbly. So he's now going flicking his spoon back into his other hand. This guy's got skills. That's why I think I'm going to make this character like a curving character, can curve the ball quite well. Probably going to be like very, you can use the analog stick to sort of curve the ball after you hit it, but really like maybe you can even turn it 360 and go in the opposite direction, but only for a short period of time maybe. I think that's what I would make this character, just because it fits with his animations of like flicking the spoon around and spinning it around like a boomerang. Okay, and then this hand was moved as well, wasn't it? Shading. Right, then his whole body moves, so we go into start from scratch again with our shading. Okay. Oops, wrong colour. Gotta get used to this Alt backspace thing. Cool. Shading, first of all. Yeah, put a shading there. That back finger. Some there. Some there. Yeah. Right. On his nose, on his eye, and on his knuckles. Then we want his glasses. Then we switch to a different layer, still clipping mask. Do his eye. Wasn't very neat there. Okay, and then we're going to go cup. And we'll go to the line layer, select all these, expand the selection, and fill it. And then, oh yeah, I forgot about the spoon. And then we just create an alpha clipping and do everything else. Lovely jubbly. Yep. Pyong. Clipping mask. Oh no. I've stayed in the north / Midlands too long. I'm saying mask instead of mask. My accent's changing. Oh no. Okay, yeah, good. Highlight, low light. Knuckles. Spoon. And we'll go for the eyeballs. No, we'll do that on a different layer. So you only have the alpha 1 med layer, and it just means I don't have to go back and forth. So small little things to speed up the development time. There you go. And lastly is belay. Oh, I can't wait to see this guy animated in game. Right, next frame. I don't know if Alt backspace actually does speed me up, because I already select G anyway to go to the fill automatically, like reflexively. And so I'm not. What is that? What is that line there? That one. Is that supposed to be? Oh, I just hadn't removed it from. Right, let's get rid of that. Yep. Yeah, because I've got the process down for filling in to the point where it's actually slower for me to have to select Alt and backspace and select the color. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Highlight. Oops. Not the right frame. Highlight. Probably want to do something here as well. Tea left. Yes. Yep. Oh yeah, and the shading lines, the highlights here. Right, and then raise that a little bit there. Right. I don't know if I've properly and in a good succinct way explained enough what I'm doing to cut out the different clips. I should probably have planned out something to say for those sections. So we'll see if I have any footage to copy over But yeah. Interesting. Right. Just trying to make my life easier and get more out of what I'm doing. Get more content. Because one of the things you need really is to, problem is in game development, you can't just make a game and be done with it. You have to actually sort of promote it. People can't need to know about it, which is tough because that just takes away from the actual development time. The part I do enjoy about it is being able to connect with people and just sort of build those interconnections. But it is a lot of work to keep creating content, videos, lives and things. I mean, I found this is the easiest because I can just pop it on and just get on with. I don't need to do any editing or anything. So then I thought I could use clips from this instead and just create more content from the lives, which are easy to do, and then that sort of almost excuses any sort of quality drop in videos as well, because it's basically clips from a live stream. So we'll see how it goes. Although it's been going for 1.5 hours, that's going to be a lot to try and scrub through and try and find something I've said that's useful. Yeah, maybe I should end it now just to make my life easier in the future. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So let's finish this bit quickly. Right. So anyway, that's that for today. I'll check out and see how well the YouTube stream stood. I think the Twitch stream has been all right. I think it's just YouTube that's been a bit laggy. We'll see. So wherever you're watching this, I'll say goodbye and thanks for watching. Yeah, that's done. That's a nice frame there. Cool. All right. Well, I'll be